All right. We should be live here on YouTube. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my weekly Sunday live. Coming to you live here from Nashville, Tennessee, live from the Tone Loft. Come on, folks. I'm super excited about this. I always enjoy doing these every week and really appreciate the chance to be able to connect with everybody from all over the world here on these live streams. And I'm just going to be answering everybody's questions, and so feel free to leave a question there in the chat box or a comment in the chat box there. And I think it's a really beautiful way to be able to connect with everybody here on YouTube, and I just really look forward to doing these. They're just really cool, and I'm trying out this new setup here. I've been teaching this week, and I tried out this new setup where I have this low profile mic arm, so the microphone is actually not so invasive. It's not just right on my face, so it's actually hidden. So let me know what you guys think of the sound of this microphone. I would be curious. It looks like on my end the levels look good, and I checked the sound of it, and it seems like it's picking up a little bit more of the room, but I actually recorded it and it sounds fine. So I'd be curious to see what you guys think of the sound of this microphone. Just let me know. It's a little bit further away. So just leave a comment there. I would be curious to just hear your guys' opinions on that. But let's see here. It looks like we already got a couple folks here joined up. We've got James in the house. Hey, James, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Hey, Justin, thanks so much for being here again. I really appreciate it. And we've got Thomas Moore in the house. Hey, Thomas, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Appreciate it. Let's see. James says here, sound quality is perfect. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool. Well, this is good. I really like the way that this looks a lot better, too. It's not so invasive. I had that massive mic arm, and this microphone is just literally on my face. I mean, it just didn't look that great. But these microphones, you're really supposed to like eat the microphone basically to make it sound good, at least for recording. But I guess here on YouTube, it's not that big of a deal. So, and it sounds good. So sound quality perfect. Good feedback, man. I appreciate it, James. Let's see. Thomas says here, now, do you like that 65 reissue deluxe you got? Why that one over the 68? Good question. I just have been using these for so many years, the blackface reissues. You get them a lot for backline situations on different gigs and stuff. So I'm just used to that sound, and I just love the way that they sound, man. I think those reissue deluxe reverbs are just phenomenal. They really, really sound good, and you just can't go wrong. And for me, it's just what I'm used to. The Silverface one is all right. I've played those as well, but it's just one of those things. I'm just used to a Blackface Deluxe reverb. So it just works. It takes pedals really well. I just turn them up to 3 or 4 on the volume, and the bass at 3, treble on 5, and kill the reverb and no tremolo. But it is an option that's really cool and sounds really good. But I normally just get it from a pedal. Like I use the Strymon Flint that I absolutely love. I think it's a phenomenal pedal. So I just use that into the front end of the deluxe reverb and plug straight into the vibrato channel, and it sounds great. So that's really been my main amp out on the road. It's just very reliable, and just it works so well for the style of music that I get hired on for here in Nashville. So it's just awesome. Let's see. Sound is good. Okay, awesome. I appreciate it. Music Man says here, go ahead and get the 335 out. I know you're just itching to get it out. Thanks so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. It's a new face here, new name. Thanks so much for being on today's live stream. It means a lot to me. We got Michael Davis in the house. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Happy 335. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, this 335 is just amazing, man. It's really been it's truly just a magical guitar. I mean, it's just been a blessing to have this thing. I'm so fortunate to have it. I started just thinking recently, like I had talked about in my video, and I'm sure you guys have already seen the video because you guys obviously know about the 335. But for those that have not seen the video, I just kind of started thinking about some stuff, and I had a lot of extras and just kind of some clutter and some other stuff, and I had a couple player grade instruments that I was kind of like, I would love to trade this stuff towards something that would be like a holy grail instrument. And I just so happened to find the 61 335 that is just in collector grade condition. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's 100% original factory stop tail, which is the most desirable version of the 335. It just sounds incredible and it plays so good, man. It's mind blowing how good it is. So, really fortunate to have that guitar. It really, really worked out. It was just the right timing. I had the right pieces of gear that I could trade for it, and was able to get the price down, which was cool. So it worked out well, man. I'm really, really happy to have this thing. So, let's see. James says here, did I hear correctly on one of your videos that you don't like the neck pickup on a Tele? I live on my Tele's neck pickup. Yeah, man. Honestly, just for me, and there's no right or wrong way. I mean, everybody has their own approach, and what they like and stuff. But just for myself, I've never found the neck pickup on a Telecaster to really sound good, just to my ears. I don't like the way that they sound. If I'm really going for that neck pickup single coil sound, I would go to my Stratocaster over a Telecaster. And I think that the Fender Esquire with just a single coil, just single pickup, it does make a difference in the top end without having the neck pickup, even if you're not even just using it. Just the placement of that neck pickup being there, it does affect the overall guitar sound. And it's interesting because on those Fender Esquires, so there's the 3-position switch that's on there. And the first position switch, it's just the volume control that's active. Then the second position, it activates the tone control. Now, just from the position 1 to position 2, even with the tone control on 10, it does affect the top end of the guitar. It does change it just a little bit. And for me, when I'm going in for a Telecaster or that Esquire sound, I do a lot of the chicken picking stuff on that kind of guitar when I go to that guitar. So I want it to be the most top end information that I can get out of this single coil pickup. I want the maple board on there. And, just for that chicken picking sound, it really cuts, and you can get all of those little percussive, those little subtleties to really jump out when you have more top end information. And I've just found that, just that first position switch with just the volume control active, it's just the most top end that you can get out of a Tele. So, for me, that's just what works for me. And, really a single pickup is all that I need with a Telecaster, whether I'm doing a chicken picking thing or if I'm just playing rhythm guitar, if I'm just playing normal guitar, like I'm playing rock and roll, if I'm playing country, pop, whatever it is. I just need one pickup a lot of the time. I very rarely find myself using the neck pickup. And I'm just not really crazy about that sound, just in my own opinion. And, if I'm going for that neck pickup single coil sound, I'm just going to grab my Stratocaster for that sound. So that's just my take on that. Let's see. Thomas Morris says here, what audio interface do you use and how many preamps do you need or use? Yeah, so I use the UA Apollo stuff. I absolutely love that stuff. I think it's absolutely incredible. There's zero latency. It sounds really good. And I just absolutely love it. So I've actually got 2 of them. I have one that's the Apollo Twin. That's just like the little square box that I can throw into my backpack, like whenever I'm touring or traveling. If I need to record, I can just throw that into a backpack with my laptop and that's it, which is really cool. But for here within my home studio, I have a X8P is the model, is what it's called. I'm just looking at it here. And that has 8 inputs, which I can route my microphones, my UA aux box, just everything that I'm doing, I can route into that, and you need a lot of different inputs for all of this different gear. So that's what I'm using for that. And I just absolutely love it. It's just wonderful. So that's cool there. But let's see. Crispy Bacon is in the house. All right. Cool. New name here. Appreciate you being here. Justin, what's the ultimate amp for a Tele in your opinion? Man, there's so many great amps that you could use with a Tele. I mean, a deluxe reverb, it's good with a Marshall, it's good with a Vox. I mean, a Vox and a Telecaster is an incredible combination. I use that matchless DC30. It's a Samson era in particular that I just absolutely love with the Telecaster. It's a really, really great combination. So I just love that combination. I mean, a Tele and a Vox is just excellent. So that's a really cool amp and a really good combinations. But you really can't go wrong with any amp with a Tele. I mean, it's just so versatile. You can do so many different things with the Telecaster. It's just wonderful. You know, it's a really great instrument. You know, for me, the four main instruments that I would love, you know, that I really have here now, which I'm fortunate enough to have, and I use all the time, is a 335, a Tele, a Les Paul, and a Strat. I am missing a great vintage Tele, which I would love to get. I'm probably would lean more toward an Esquire, but for the vintage thing, maybe I would go with a Telecaster. You know, I just use a reissue for right now. But you know, those four main instruments are really the main tones, and you could really do just about anything with those guitars. You know, I love P90s as well. That's obviously a different variation, a different sound, different tone, which I have a 60 Les Paul Special that I really like a lot for that P90 sound. But between those four instruments, they're just really, really excellent. So let's see here. Michael says here, any concerns about taking the 335 out on gigs? You'll certainly want to insure it. Yeah, that was the first thing I did is I insured it immediately. But yeah, I mean, for taking it out on gigs, I mean, it would have to be the right situation. For special occasions, special situations, I would take it out. But it's mainly just going to be for recording and for my home studio, for myself as a player to be able to be inspired and to create beautiful art. And I'm going to have it for life. You know, I'm a lifer musician, like I talked about in my video about that guitar. And I'm just going to hold on to it forever and create beautiful art and share it with all you guys all over the world. So that's the whole idea with that instrument is I'm just going to keep it forever. So let's see. James says here, you've got to feel so cool playing with true PAF pickups on the 335. Congratulations. Thanks so much, James. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool, man. I'm really fortunate to have it. Those PAF pickups are really special. They sound incredible, and I really like it into that 50-watt bass spec Marshall. I really love it a lot, man. I think that is just a perfect combination. It really sounds incredible. And yeah, those PAF pickups are just awesome. So I absolutely love them. They're really, really special, and man, they just sound incredible. You can really do just about anything with the 335, you know, and that's really why I decided to splurge on just this 335 because it's just one of the most versatile instruments you can get out there. It's just, it can do anything, man. Rock, blues, country, pop, literally anything. So, Donald Strawsign says here, a good Strat and a fuzz is all you need. Cool. Man, if that works for you, then good for you, man. That's great. Crispy Bacon with the laughing emoji. Thanks, Crispy. Appreciate it. I like Crispy Bacon. That's good. Let's see. Nick's in the house. Hey, Nick. How's it going? Thanks so much for being here. What did you end up trading for the 335? I have a 62 with the same specs that I'm thinking about trading away, and it would be cool to have a ballpark idea. Man, yeah, it's 62 .NET. That's cool. So what did I end up trading? Well, I had a Jazzmaster, 66 Jazzmaster. I had a, what else did I trade? I had a spare 68 50-watt lead spec Marshall plexi panel that I traded. I traded a Silver Jubilee and Fender Bassman, a blackface Bassman. And what else? There was a good pile of stuff that I traded toward it. Um, but trying to think off the top of my head, what else? It was mainly like those pieces, and then I just added in cash for it, you know. So I made an offer on the guitar, and to my amazement, they countered at a very relatively close price to what I offered. So I was like, wow, okay, well, I can, definitely make this work. And that was kind of the thing, was like at this point, I had some player grade instruments and, just some spare tube amps and stuff like I was just talking about. And I just figured, I was like, man, I'll just trade that off and find like a holy grail instrument, But yeah, they're just super rare, man. I mean, a 61, 62 dot neck with PAFs, no modifications. I mean, this thing that I have here, the 61, I mean, it is in perfect condition, man. It's just incredible. There's no breaks. It's all original. No Bigsby holes. It's factory stop tail. It's just really like the ultimate 335. So I'm really happy with it. It's really cool. Let's see. Keith here is in the house. Hey, Keith, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Justin, it's amazing how tuned your ears are. I've been absolutely impressed by how well you can hear the whole sound. Most of us will never be that tuned. Keep preaching, brother. Wow, thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate it. That really means a lot to me. That's really cool for you to say that. It's taken me, many years to tune my ears, and to do this stuff. And, I really think that my ears now at this point in my career, they've been better than ever. So, it's just been absolutely incredible. So, my ears are so dialed in, guitar tone wise, to writing music, to just everything. I just really feel good about my ears. I can hear everything. If I'm listening to a song on the radio or a record, I'm immediately identify what is happening, what the chords are, right, what these notes are. I can hear all of this stuff. So I really appreciate it, and I feel really good about my ears for sure. So, and that's really the big difference between any guitar player and any musician, really. It's all about what it is that you're hearing. That's really what it's all about. Let's see. Nick says here, I'd like to trade the 62 for a white guard telly eventually if the right one comes along. Cool. That's awesome. Let's see. Thomas says here, how do you insure your guitars and who do you use? I do need to do that. So I use Heritage Insurance, and it's easy. I mean, you just insure your instruments. I mean, I have everything insured. My studio, my guitars, and yeah, they're great. So. Let's see. Thomas says here, did you get the 59 reissue Les Paul? Yeah, I've got one. R9 reissue Les Paul. Just need to have a Les Paul in the arsenal just for gigs and stuff and for the music that I'm doing. Let's see. We've got Magic Matt in the house. How's it going, Matt? Thanks so much for being here. Is the neck on the new one super thin? No, it's not super thin. It's it's a little bit thinner, but it feels so good, man. I mean, it really plays great. It's not super thin, but it's got that early 60s thinner neck profile for sure, So just magic, man. That guitar is incredible. And that was really the thing, again, like with the 335, I just wanted to splurge and just have a holy grail 335. And especially in this condition, they are just so rare. They're so hard to find, A lot of people think they have the same spec, but, you get underneath the F-holes and there's something going on, or there's some kind of drilling, there's some kind of routing, or, change pots or change this, Bigsby holes, whatever is going on with it. And, man, to find one in this condition that is just 100% original, there's no BS with it. There's nothing up with it. It is just literally as if it's brand new in 61. I mean, there's some little play wear, like on the back of the neck, of course, just from years and years of being played. But the neck still feels really good. There's not any, heavy wear. There's no flaking of the finish. There's no overspray. know anything, man. I mean, it's a really, really good example of a 61 335. So I was like, man, this is my chance. This is the one to splurge on for sure. So yeah, that's really cool. And thanks everybody so much for being here in today's live stream. It really means a lot to me. And again, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box there. I love answering y'all's questions. And if you guys feel like you got something out of this live stream and you would like to support this channel, feel free to throw a little super chat here on today's live stream. Feel free to throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar, the PayPal tip jar. It just really helps me out with making these videos. And these live streams are truly a donation of time. I do this just to connect with all of you guys from all over the world, and just to show my support and my appreciation for your viewership. And it just really means a lot to me to have the ability to be able to share my art and share my music with you guys from all over the world. This channel is all about the music. It's all about the music, and sharing my love for vintage guitars and these instruments and these sounds and stuff. And all of this stuff is just so inspiring for me to be able to play and to be able to write and create beautiful sounding music. That's really the whole idea with all of these vintage instruments and all of this stuff that I use here. It's just for the inspiration and to create beautiful sounds and beautiful art, and to be able to share this stuff with you guys. So it's just really wonderful here on YouTube how I'm able to have this platform to be able to share this with you guys. And so again, if you guys would like to support the channel, I have several links linked down below in the description box in ways that you can support this channel. And I offer one-on-one lessons, one-on-one consultations. I'm teaching people from all over the world. It's just been absolutely wonderful. And this is the exact setup that I use for these lessons. It's all shot in a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio. And what's cool with these lessons is that you actually get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the end of the lesson. So you could always go back and rewatch it and download it and watch it as many times as you like. So it's all recorded, and it's just really presented well. I really wanted it to be something that was really going to be professionally done. I didn't want it to be some kind of hack, iPhone random footage, I really wanted it to be very good video and very good audio, to really make it worthwhile for everybody that is doing this. So I've really spent a lot of time and have really, spent the money to really make this thing professional. I really stand behind it. So again, if you guys would like to sign up for that, my email is jkm4231@gmail.com. That's going to be linked down below in the description box, as well as several other links and ways that you can support this channel. Any and all support is really appreciated. Thank you. Let's see here. Donald says here, get the Firebird out, if you will. Yeah, sure, man. I can grab that. Yeah, I'll grab that. Hold on. I'll be right back. Here it is here. Here, I'll move that comment. Hold on a second. Yeah. 64 Firebird 5. It's a really, really great guitar. Love this thing. Very bright sound for sure with these pickups, but works really well with like the Ram Nobles that I have on this pedal board for that kind of darker drive. Really just pairs well with this. And I didn't really know very much about Firebirds, but I was fortunate enough to be able to reach out to Bukovac about this Firebird 5, and he's got like 3 or 4 of them or something like this, but he's really familiar with this instrument. And at the time I was not too familiar with it, but man, I'm so glad that I wound up getting this. It was just the right place at the right time for this guitar. There was somebody that was actually trying to sell this to Guitar Center here in Nashville, and I just happened to walk in at the right place at the right time, and I was right in the middle of their deal. So it was kind of crazy how that all worked out. But yeah, this is a 64 Firebird 5. Really cool guitar. And I had it refretted because the frets were just shot, the original frets that were on this. So now it's just in tip-top shape, man. It really, really plays great. So I'm really happy with this guitar for sure. 64 Firebird 5, super nice. So there's that there. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. We have another comment here. So Nick says here, you're dead on with the PAFs. Playing them through a great old non-master volume amp is a thing that can't be compared to anything else. Yeah, for sure, man. They're just magic. It's just those PAF pickups are just wonderful. They're just awesome. So, let's see. Donald says here, hell yeah, and thanks. Yeah, no problem, Donald. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it, as always. It's really cool. Always love doing these live streams, folks. They're really fun, man. It's just really cool to see how this thing is growing and to see all these new faces and new names here on the live stream. So I really appreciate all the support. It's really cool. It's just really a lot of fun. So yeah, right now though, instrument-wise, folks, I'm rolling with that 335, which I just got. It's a 61 335. I have a 60 TV Yellow Les Paul Special. Then I have an R9 Les Paul. I have a 64 Fender Stratocaster, and then a 64 Firebird 5. So that's right now my main instruments, my main electrics that I'm using. And they're all just so inspiring to play. They're just really awesome. I just pick up these instruments and I just start writing ideas and riffs and music. And, it's just awesome because my setup, I have it all dialed in and set up so that I can record stuff instantly. As soon as the inspiration strikes, I'm able to hit record very, very quickly, which is really important because these ideas just start to flow out of me, and that's how I make all of these videos, here on YouTube is, I'll pick up the instrument and I'll just write something and I hit record immediately, just because it's just the inspiration is just coming out of me, it's just the riffs and the ideas. It just all pours out, so then I just hit record right away and I can make these intros. So, I'm just, I love being able to share this stuff with you guys here on YouTube. It's just wonderful. So, I really appreciate all the support. And once again, folks, if you have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box there. I'm happy to answer any and all questions, but I just want to stay away from anything like music theory or more of the way that I think or what my approach is as a player, just because I save that for my one-on-one consultations and I save that for my students. It just wouldn't be fair to them as they're hiring me and paying me to teach them. So, I stay away from those questions, but anything else is fine. So. But yeah, just really happy with the instruments and the setup that I've got here. It really, really works well. These instruments are just great. I just pared down. I got rid of a lot of tube amps and sold off some stuff. And I'm just really trying to pare down and just have the absolute best of the best now at this point. Especially with this 335, it's just so inspiring to play. It's just like, man, I honestly don't even want any more player grade instruments. I mean, there's some that are cool. There's some that are, great and they sound good and may have the original pickups. But at this point, man, I'm more into just the holy grail instruments now at this point. So I'd rather just wait it out and get the real deal, get the holy grail, get the best of the best, and just stick it out with that instead of having to constantly sell stuff or trade stuff and swap stuff around. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest, with doing all that swapping and all that stuff. So at this point, I just want a holy grail instrument and, just use it for life and just have it forever. So that was really the whole idea with that 335. But yeah, that video is doing really well, and that I did on this 335, and I absolutely love the sound on that too, man. I mean, I've listened back to that intro a couple times, and I'm just like, man, it sounds so good. Those PAFs are just amazing, man. They're just really, really cool. But really fortunate to have that one, folks. And once again, if you guys feel like you got something out of this live stream, and you guys would like to support this channel, I have several links linked down below in the description box and ways that you can support this channel. I'm a Sweetwater affiliate partner where I gave Sweetwater Music my top picks, where it's 2 pages long of all kinds of different gear. I mean, Sweetwater Music has so much gear. It is just unbelievable. I would love to go there someday too. I've actually never been there, but I've bought a lot of stuff for my studio from them, and man, they just have so much great stuff, and they're just the best retailer ever. I mean, they're just awesome. So if you guys are looking to buy a deluxe reverb, if you're looking to buy a Nobles ODR1, whatever it is you guys are looking to purchase, if you click that Sweetwater link, I just get a small little commission off of the sale. It doesn't cost you guys anything extra. And it's just a cool way to support the channel if you're already, looking to buy some kind of gear. So Sweetwater is just the best to deal with, and they're awesome. So check out that link. I also have music available for sale as well at bandcamp.com. This is also linked down below in the description box. They're actually just YouTube intros. They're just audio from the YouTube videos that I've done here in the past on YouTube. It's like 16 tracks of different original compositions that I've written. And I just made it available for sale because I had a lot of people that were interested in actually just purchasing just the audio itself from the YouTube videos of the intros. So it's, 16 tracks, and it's available today on bandcamp.com. So go and check that stuff out. And check out my one-on-one consultations. If you guys would like to get some more information on this, send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com. That's jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship to the next level. I teach people from all over the world, and these lessons are just absolutely amazing. I mean, you're actually seeing and hearing the exact setup that I use on these lessons. It's all very professional. It's really well done. And like I was talking about earlier, you actually get a recorded copy of the lesson itself. So it's a really good platform. There's no glitching up. There's no freezing up. And I've really spent the money. I've really taken the effort and really put in the time to really make this thing absolutely amazing. Because I really want it to be good. I really want it to be worthwhile for folks out there. So for some more information on this, send me an email once again at jkm4231@gmail.com. And also, by the way, folks, with these one-on-one lessons, this is a consultation. I mean, we could turn these one-on-ones into whatever the hell you want them to be. If you wanted it to be about the music business, if you want it to be a guitar lesson, if you want it to be whatever you want it to be for this one-on-one consultation, man, I would be happy to take it in that direction. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's all about you. So that's the whole idea with these one-on-one consultations, So again, for some more information on this, send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com. It's going to be linked down below there in the description box as well. So there's that there, folks. Once again, I've got those links linked down below there. I've got a bunch of stuff coming up here this month. I'm going back out on the road. I'm back out this weekend. I'm playing in North Carolina, so that'll be cool. And then we're doing some casinos in Michigan, and I forget. We're doing a bunch of stuff in the Midwest. It's like Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota. So we're doing a lot of dates the next 2 months. So I'm going to be out on the road over the weekends, just doing a lot of weekend warrior kind of stuff. So the Sunday live streams I'm going to try to commit to, but it may be a little bit difficult just with being out on the road, just because a lot of the time on Sundays we are traveling. And, whether we're traveling back home here to Nashville or traveling to the next gig. So I'll keep you all posted on this, but I am going to try to keep the commitment going for every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm going to be live here on YouTube every Sunday. So, I want to try to keep that commitment going. If I'm out on the road, maybe a little bit difficult, but just keep posted on the channel. I'll make a post if I can't do it. Or maybe I can try to reschedule it for maybe a Saturday or a Friday or something like this. So just stay posted for that. And, I may change it, depending on what's going on with the schedule. But for next Sunday, I'll be back here in Nashville, because it's not too far. North Carolina from here is like 6.5 hours, the part that we're playing. So I'll be back here for next Sunday for the live stream. But just keep posted on there. Just look out for my posts and stuff that I'm doing on YouTube. I'll keep you all informed. Let's see. We have Music Man here asking here, what guitars are you willing to take out on the road? Good question. So out on the road, my approach is a lot different in comparison to when I'm recording or just here at home. When I'm writing stuff, for me, when I'm writing and when I'm, you know, recording stuff, I want something that's really going to inspire me to create parts and to create this stuff. Whereas like out on the road, all I'm doing is just recreating what somebody else has already put down. So it's very easy to do this, and I don't really need for the road. I don't need to be bringing out my 61 ES335. So for out on the road, I bring out reissue instruments. I have an R9 Les Paul, depending on the style of music that I'm playing. And then I have a reissue Tele as well that I'll bring out. And, then for like my amp, I bring out a deluxe reverb reissue. And I just have a little pedal board. I don't actually have it here. I used to have it here. I would show you, but it's just a little pedal board that I actually made a video on. It's a little mini pedal board that has an RC boost, a light speed, a GE7, the Strymon Brigadier pedal, the delay pedal. That's really cool. Sounds really good. And then I just have a HX1 from Line 6. And so I'll bring that out on the road just with two instruments, a Tele and a Les Paul and this deluxe reverb reissue. It just works really well for me with doing these gigs. So that's really what I bring out instrument-wise, is just an R9 and a Telecaster reissue. So let's see here. We got James in the house with the super chat. Thanks so much, James. I really appreciate that. That really means the world to me. Give you some sound effects. Hell yeah. Thanks again, James. I really appreciate that. That really means the world to me. And once again, folks, if you feel like you got something out of this live stream and you yourself would like to contribute to this channel, feel free to throw a little super chat or throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar. Any and all support is really appreciated. These live streams are truly a donation of time. So if you guys would like to support this channel, it really means the world to me, and it really helps me out with making these videos and these live streams for you guys. So now, to James's question here, we have here, with Nashville numbers, if a song is in a minor key, do you label it as a 1 minor of the minor key or a 6 minor of its major key? Good question. That's a really good question. You could do it either way. There's no, there's really no right or wrong way to writing out those charts. Everybody has their own way of doing it. I would probably just label it as the actual major key and then just write out a 6 minor within that major key. But it depends on the progression, I mean, I suppose you could do it the other way as well, where, if it is truly in D minor, then, you look at it that you're playing within D minor, right? So depends, for everybody it's a little bit different in how they approach it, but there's no right or wrong way as long as you realize what key you are actually playing within. That's the big thing. A lot of guitar players do not actually understand, what makes up these major keys and what major key they're actually playing within. They have no idea. So, you could do it either way, but that's a really great question for sure. Let's see here. James says here, Michigan casinos. Those Detroit ones are only 30 minutes away. Keep us informed. Definitely will do, James, for sure. I forget what part of Michigan. I'm not too familiar with that area, so maybe it is close to Detroit. I have to take a look at the towns, but yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted for sure. I'll take a look at what areas we're playing. Like I say, I'm not too familiar with that area, but I'll definitely look into it and let you know for sure. So should be fun. I always love playing casinos. They're really, really fun. They really treat you well. They take care of you. And, I've done casinos all over, man. I've done a lot of residency gigs at different casinos with different artists over the years. And, man, they're just so fun, man. It's just awesome. They put you up in their hotel and you just take the elevator down and just walk to the stage and you play your hour and a half. And then you're done, man. And they feed you, 3-4 times a day, man. I mean, it's just awesome. The accommodations are just incredible. So I absolutely love casinos and just love the energy. It's a very high energy. There's just a beautiful energy. I really feel that within these casinos. I really like casinos a lot. and really looking forward to playing those. So that'll be cool. Let's see. Donald says here, Justin, if you're in the know, try the Chase Tone Golden Secret preamp. It's a wonderful tool. Cool, man. That's awesome. Man, there's so many pedals. It's just overwhelming. I've just kind of, to be completely honest with you, I've just really thrown in the towel with these pedals, man. I mean, I have this pedal board that I really like a lot. I think it sounds really good. Um, there are so many pedals. It's just overwhelming, and I just stick it out with this setup that I use. It's inspiring to play. It works really well, and I like to have two different pedal boards. I have one that is like a full featured, really versatile pedal board, and then I just have a smaller throw and go pedal board that I can bring to smaller gigs where maybe if I don't need all of these different pedals and all these different tones and different effects and sounds, I can just get away with just using like more of a throw and go setup. And man, I just want to play guitar. I don't really, to go down that whole road of tone chasing and just, you know, chasing these different pedals and all this different stuff, man. I mean, it's cool. That's what works for you. That's wonderful and that's awesome. But really, for me at this point, I'm just so used to this stuff and how I use it and what I like that I just don't really want to change up anything. And, I'm open to trying new things, but it's just one of those things. Honestly, I love this pedal board so much that I just stick it out with that. So, let's see here. Donald says here, I'm a Detroit cat, LOL. Cool. That's awesome, man. That's a good town up there. I've played up there a couple times. I did it was like for opening week for the Tigers. I was doing a gig up there. We did a couple nights there. It was really cool, man. It was a lot of fun. And, people in Detroit like to rock, man, for sure. So it's a really fun town, for sure. It's always cool to come on up there, for sure. But yeah, folks, once again, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. And once again, I really appreciate everybody's support. This really means the world to me. It's really just a beautiful thing that we're able to connect here on today's live stream and to be able to answer y'all's questions and to just connect. And, it's just really amazing, man. It amazes me how I meet people from all over the world here on YouTube. I've met a lot of you guys in person now at this point. I mean, around here in Nashville, I get stopped all the time from people that watch the show and watch the channel, and it's just absolutely amazing. So, I really appreciate everybody's support, and I love doing these live streams. I really do look forward to doing these live streams. I love being able to connect with you guys, like I was saying, and it's just an amazing platform. I absolutely love doing this stuff. It's completely changed my career. It's completely changed everything for me. I've been reached out to play on different songs and to work with producers and stuff, all from YouTube. So I had no idea what I was doing when I first started this thing. To be honest, I mean, I was filming everything on an iPhone and in my garage and stuff, and man, it just really worked out well, man. I cannot believe the support that I've gotten. So I'm forever thankful to all the fans out there and for everybody's support. You guys have been so nice to me with PayPal tip donations and Venmo tip donations and buying my music, buying stuff on Sweetwater and taking my lessons. It's just really wonderful. So really means the world to me. And, again, if you guys would like to support the channel yourself, check out all the links that are linked down below in the description box. It really helps me out with making these videos. As I've talked about, these live streams are truly a donation of time. So, I just do this just to be able to connect with everybody around here on YouTube. And, I really do enjoy these, but the reality is, folks, is that this is a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. It really means the world to me. Really helps me out with making these videos. Yeah, but so that'll be cool this month. These next 2 months, I'm gonna be busy out on the road. I've got a bunch of lessons coming up as well. I've got a bunch more video ideas coming out as well. I'm gonna try to get some more of those POV videos as I'm out there on the road, and just share the experience with you guys. Um, those POV videos are really cool, I think, for a lot of people to be able to experience the road, and to experience what I actually experience as a professional musician. So I'm going to keep those coming as well, so stay tuned for that. Um, I've got a bunch of gigs coming up these next 2 months, so that's pretty cool. And, you know, I just film everything on a GoPro, and I try to be respectful of the other musicians that I'm working with, because they may not want to be on camera. And I don't want to be that guy that is just walking around filming everybody when, they're all trying to do a job. So I really try to be respectful of that, but I realize that it's really cool for you guys to be able to experience that. So I'm going to keep those coming, and so again, stay tuned for that. Let's see. Music Man says here, if you are married, I want to know how you get the green light to buy a $50,000 guitar. No, I'm not married, but yeah, I mean, getting the green light for the 50,000 guitar. It's one of those things. I mean, this is what I do. I've devoted my entire life to playing guitar and being a musician, and I'm in this for life. I'm doing this forever. I've devoted my entire life to doing this. I've sacrificed a lot to be a musician and to get to the level where I am as a musician. I've really sacrificed everything, and for me, I look at that 61 335 as an instrument that I'll have forever. I'll have it for my entire career, my entire life, and I'm just going to create beautiful art with it, and I'm going to record with it. I'm going to just perform with it as well. I'm just going to keep it for life. That's the whole idea with it. And, when I started playing this, I was just like, man, it was so inspiring to play. And all of these different ideas and riffs started coming out. And it's just such a difference. It's amazing when you compare the real deal ones, the early 60s, the late 50s, to a reissue 335. I mean, it's just not even a comparison. I mean, it's a completely different experience when you play the real deal ones versus the reissues. There is a massive difference. It's just crazy. And no matter what anybody tries to say, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter what they think. This is just my opinion. There is a massive difference, right? And there's a reason why so many people are after these instruments. There's a reason why they're worth what they're worth, There's only so many of them out there, like this 61 335 that is in this condition, that is truly 100% original. A lot of people say that they have a 100% original example, but it's not really 100%. There's something underneath that's going on. There's some kind of routing. There's something happening. There's, a re-neck. There's Bigsby holes. There's something that is up with it. But really, to find one that is truly in this kind of condition, that is 100% original, that there's nothing up with it. It's just 100% original. It's a 61 ES 335, man. 100% there. They're very rare. There's only so many of them in existence that are actually out there that are in that kind of condition. So I love to collect, and again, I'm going to keep this instrument for life and create beautiful art with it. So... let's see here. Donald says here, have you tried the 335 with the Super Champ yet? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it sounds great. I mean, those Super Champs are just amazing. I use the Super Champ all the time. I mean, it's a constant thing. I record with it a lot, and, I do a lot of my intros here on YouTube with it, and, man, it just sounds incredible. I mean, the clean tone on it is amazing. It takes pedals really well. I do like the 50-watt bass spec Marshall, I would say, over the Super Champ with the 335. It's just a bigger tone, of course. It's hard to compare those two, obviously. I mean, when you're running a 50-watt Marshall with a Bogner 212 cabinet, there's a lot more air. There's just a lot more going on. So, whereas the Super Champ, it's just a little 10-inch speaker or whatever, right? It's a small speaker, so totally different vibe. But I like the vibe of the Super Champ because it's a lot tighter and it's not as big of a sound, which is really cool as well. It's just a different tone, a different vibe for sure. Whereas the 50-watt Marshall into a 212 cabinet, you have this massive guitar sound happening. So that with that 335, man, is just perfect, man. It's really good. And those bass spec Marshalls, man, they just sound incredible. I mean, they just have this chime to the overall clean sound. And of course, it takes pedals really well, but there is just this, there's just this chime and this vibe with that 50-watt bass spec that I just absolutely love. So, let's see. Keith says here, I'll give you $75K for the guitar. Oh yeah? Send me an email. jkm4231@gmail.com. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep this guitar for life, man. But I guess never say never, I suppose. But, the thinking is, the idea is to keep it forever and to just make beautiful art and to just, enjoy it forever. So, let's see. Clapton used a Super Champ to record Layla. I didn't know that, actually. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's cool if that's true. They're really great recording amps for sure. Oh, man. Let's see. Keith says here, glad you got that was a joke. Yeah, for sure. I picked up on that. It's hard sometimes with the text, man. You can take text different ways, but I figured you were joking, But, yeah, folks, once again, if you feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support this channel, check out all the links linked down below in the description box. You can throw a super chat here on today's live chat. You can throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar, the PayPal tip jar. I really appreciate any and all support. Check out my one-on-one online lessons. These are online consultations, and you're actually seeing and hearing the exact setup that I use for these lessons. It's all shot on a 4K definition camera, pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually get a recorded copy of the lesson themselves. So you could always go back and download it, and you can rewatch it as many times as you want. So you're not forgetting stuff that I'm teaching. It's always recorded. You could always rewatch the video over and over again and really take in the entire lesson and the entire experience. I really spent the money. I took the time and took the effort to really make these lessons really good because I really want it to be worthwhile for everybody out there. I don't want to just film it on an iPhone and it's, crappy audio and garbage video and stuff. I really want it to be worthwhile and really good for everybody. And, I really stand behind the quality of these lessons. There's no glitching up. There's no freezing up. It's literally as if we are sitting right next to each other. I mean, it really works that well. It's just amazing how well that it works. So send me an email today at jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship to the next level. I really appreciate any and all support. I've got several other links like I was talking about earlier. I have music available at bandcamp.com. There's a bunch of tracks on there from intros that I've written for my YouTube videos. It's just the audio of these intros. I had a lot of feedback from fans that they wanted to be able to purchase the music that I'm writing for my YouTube videos. So I just put out a bunch of tracks and I put it out available on bandcamp.com. So go and check that stuff out. And also check out my Sweetwater Top Gear Picks. I'm a Sweetwater affiliate partner, and I just get a small little commission off of the sale. So if you guys are already looking to purchase a Deluxe Reverb reissue, a Nobles ODR 1 or a Line 6 HX1 or whatever it is you guys are looking to purchase, I just get a small little commission off of it. It doesn't cost you guys anything extra. It's just a cool way to support the channel if you're already looking to purchase some kind of gear. So check out all that stuff. And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box there. I'd be happy to answer any and all questions. The only questions that I stay away from are any questions that would interfere with my lessons and with my students, because I save all of that information for my students. It just wouldn't be fair to them, because why would they pay for lessons if they could just get the information for free here on today's live stream? So I'm not willing to share any of that. But anything else goes, it's all good. And, I love connecting with you guys. Like I've mentioned in today's live stream, I really look forward to doing these every week. And stay tuned, I'm doing these weekly live streams every Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm doing this every Sunday. These next 2 months, I am going to be going out on tour. I'm going to be doing a lot of Weekend Warrior kind of stuff. So it might be a little bit difficult to, do these live streams every Sunday at 11. So I may have to move it to a Saturday or to a Friday or something. But next week, I will be back here 11 a.m. Central Standard Time because I'll be back here in town. But the next weekends that are coming up throughout September and October, just keep posted here on my channel. I'll keep you all informed, and I'll do a post to let you guys know, to give you a heads up of what day and what time I'll move it to. But let's see here. Keith says here, the tweet era lasted until roughly 1959, although the champ, which debuted in 1948, hung on for slightly longer, bowing out around 1964. This is the amp Eric Clapton repeatedly used on Layla. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I mean, it's not a super champ though. You were saying earlier, like this super champ here is the Rivera era that I've got here. This is a 80s Fender Super Champ. It's a different amp to a Tweed Champ. It's not the same. This is a really cool amp though. They were made in the 80s, and the Super Champ was designed by Rivera amps, and I just absolutely love the way that thing sounds. It's phenomenal. And it's pretty cool. It's a small little combo. It has the clean sound, and then you can switch it over to a lead channel, which is just this real fat kind of gained up sound that is cool for like single note stuff. I don't use it all too often, but I've heard that actually for all of the hair metal guys out there, I've heard that actually Warren DeMartini actually used the Super Champ, the lead channel, and he actually recorded a lot of guitar parts with this tone. So I could be mistaken on that, but I have heard that. They could obviously verify all of that, but I have heard that in the past, that actually some of the Rat stuff was actually recorded with this Fender Super Champ on the lead sound. So pretty cool. Let's see. Ryan's in the house. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. I dial my amp to my Les Paul neck pickup and then just roll back the tone on the bridge pickup so it's not so bright, but I use my bridge pickup more. So should I instead set up the amp to that one? I mean, it depends on what amp you're using, I don't really think about it like that, I'll just adjust the tone. I mean, depending on what the amp, whatever I'm plugged up into, and whatever that tone is that is coming off of the amp, I just respond to it. So maybe that does mean, you're pulling back the tone control, you're pulling back the guitar volume knob. I ride the guitar volume knob all the time. I'm always on that guitar volume knob to clean up the gain and just to play more dynamically, to really fit within a live mix and within any mix that I'm playing within. So I'm constantly riding that guitar volume knob. But I just, whatever amp that I'm plugged up into, I just listen to what that amp is doing and just make adjustments from there. But a lot of the time, I just leave the tone on 10, and I'm just using the volume control, and my ears respond to the guitar sound that I'm getting, so it'll change up the way that I'm playing. It'll change my phrasing. It'll change my approach in general, just because my ears are responding to the overall guitar sound. So that's just what my approach is. So let's see. Frederick's in the house. Hey, Frederick, how's it going, man? Good to see you and good to hear from you. Big congrats to the 335, mate. I know how much you've been longing for one. It sounds freaking rad. Thanks so much, Frederick. I really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. It's been a long journey, man, of trying to find the right 335 for sure. I'm so glad that I found this one, and that's just something that I would suggest to everybody out there is, there's no rush to get a guitar, I mean, I understand if it's really inspiring to play and it's the one and you really feel it's the one, then do it, and follow your gut and just do it. But I'm so glad I did not go with that 64 ES335 that I originally had up here in my studio. I was just checking it out, and I had Gruen take a look at it to just verify everything, and it turned out there was a lot more up with it than what was actually disclosed from this private seller. It wasn't from Carter Vintage or from a reputable vintage dealer. So I was just like, man, I'm so glad that I turned that down, and I just waited it out. And then I found the 61 ES335 that is just 100%, man. I mean, it is just 100% everything. And I got it from Carter Vintage, and they're a great vintage guitar dealer. To those out there that may not be familiar, I mean, I'm sure you guys are, but they are absolutely amazing. I mean, Carter Vintage is just awesome. So that store is crazy. It's crazy good, and they know what's up, man. Between them and Gruen, man, I mean, they're the best. So let's see. We got Sean in the house. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Hope everyone is enjoying the weekend. Yeah, man, definitely. It's going good, man. Hope you're enjoying it as well, and hope everybody out there is enjoying their weekend. Thanks so much for being here, Sean. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. And once again, folks, if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer any and all questions. So feel free to drop it there in the chat box. And check out all the links that I have linked down below in the description box. There's many ways that you can support this channel. And today's live stream is truly a donation of time. I mean, I just do this so that I'm able to connect with everybody out there and show my appreciation for everybody that watch my videos and really enjoy my music and my art. It really means a lot to me. So that's why I like doing this, and I like connecting with everybody. But the reality is, folks, is that this live stream is truly a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. I have several links linked down below in the description box. If you guys would like to throw a super chat, if you guys would like to throw a little love in the Venmo tip jar or the PayPal tip jar, any and all support is really appreciated. It really helps me out with making these videos and these live streams. Because it really is a donation of time, man, with these live streams. It definitely is. And again, I just like to do this to be able to connect with everybody. It's very cool, this platform. I have to say, it's just been absolutely amazing what it's done for my career and what it's done for my playing and, for my lessons and just for recording and for all this stuff that I do. It's just been awesome. And it's just so rewarding to be able to write all of this stuff and compose this stuff and share it with you guys. It's really cool. So really means the world to me. I've met a lot of you guys now face to face, which is really cool. And I get stopped here all the time in Nashville from different fans that love the show and love the music. So it's really wonderful. And actually all over the country, even as I've been out traveling, I mean, I run into people all the time that are fans that enjoy the videos and enjoy the music. So it's really cool. But yeah. So the big excitement of the week was the 61 ES335. Man, I know we've been talking about it a bunch here in today's live stream, but it is really just a holy grail instrument. It's really wonderful. It's just so clean. It's just beautiful. And it is 100% original. There's no breaks, no Bigsby holes. It's factory stop tail, and it has the true PAF pickups, the Holy Grail pickup set, and original everything, 100% original. So it's just really, really wonderful. It's an incredible instrument. So let's see here. Oh man, thanks so much. Hey Sean, thanks so much for the Venmo tip, and thanks so much James earlier for today's tip and on the PayPal there. I really do appreciate y'all's support. I'll go ahead and give you all some sound effects because I can. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Sean. That really means a lot to me, That's really awesome, Thank you for that. Again, folks, any and all support is really appreciated. As I was talking about earlier, these live streams are really a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. So check out all the links linked down below in the description box. And if you guys would like to throw a little love in the Venmo or PayPal tip jar, or a super chat here in today's live stream, any and all support is really appreciated again. So thank you for that, guys. Seriously. We got CZ in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. You're a celebrity. Hell yeah. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but hell, I'll take it. It's cool. It's really nice to, just be able to share the art with everybody, from all over the world. And I really do this for the music and to share this stuff with you guys as an artist and as a musician. Um, I have plans eventually in the future to release my own original music and, even do some gigs as well under my own name and my own stuff. And this channel, too, folks, by the way, is all about the music. That's what it's all about. It's all about the music and the art and, sharing these beautiful vintage instruments with everybody and these sounds. And, I really want to put the best version of myself that I can out there. I really want the stuff to sound good, and I'm really a quality snob. I really am. I really want the stuff to sound good, and I really want it to look good, and just I really want it to be good. And for me on this channel, I'm not gonna get into like clickbait stuff or like dramatic titles or any of this other stuff that you see a lot of other YouTubers do. The whole idea for me with this is it's all about the music. And, I don't want to piss anybody off. I just want to release music. And again, this channel is all about the music. That's what it's all about. I'm not into like reacting to different videos and this and that you see a lot on here. I'm just not into that kind of stuff. This channel is all about the music. So that's really what my main goal is with this. But let's see here. We got Keith here saying, gotta head out. Thanks for the time, Justin. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, Keith. I really appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Another regular supporter there that's on the usual live streams. And really cool to be able to see a lot of familiar names here and a lot of familiar accounts on the live stream. It's really wonderful. These are all real people that support the music and support the channel. And man, it's just really cool. Everybody's been so nice to me here on the channel. It's really been wonderful, and I just can't thank you all enough for all the support. It seriously means the world to me. And, between the Venmo tips and the PayPal tips and everything that you guys contribute here on the channel, it's just really awesome. So thank you guys for that. Seriously, really means a lot to me. But yeah, folks, stay tuned. I've got a bunch more videos coming out. Bunch of cool videos coming out. I'm going to do some more POV videos. I've got a bunch of gigs coming up these next 2 months. I'm doing a lot of Weekend Warrior stuff. So I play in North Carolina this coming weekend, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of Midwest stuff, Michigan, casinos up there, doing, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of Midwest stuff, and then in October, I'm playing in Arizona, and I forget off the top of my head where else, but we're doing a bunch of dates these next 2 months. So I'm going to try to keep going with every Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Next week, I will be doing it at the same time, the same day, because I'll be back home at that time. So I'll be able to do that. But just stay tuned, and I'll do a post on my channel. And, I may have to move it to like a Saturday or a Friday or maybe just to the following week. I don't really know exactly yet. Just because normally on Sundays we're normally traveling, whether it's to the next gig or we're coming back home here to Nashville. So I may have to move it around. But just keep posted. Just stay tuned for that. And I'll keep you guys informed for sure on there. But always really look forward to doing these live streams. It's just really wonderful, as I've said, to be able to connect with everybody here on the channel. And I just want to show my appreciation for everybody that supports the channel and watches my content and my videos and, enjoys my art and the music. It really just means a lot to me. So, that's why I really look forward to doing this. So, But yeah, folks, if you guys would like to support this channel, once again, I have several links linked down below in the description box. I offer one-on-one online consultations, and you're actually seeing and hearing the exact setup that I use for these consultations. It's all filmed on a 4K definition camera. It's all pro video and pro audio. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually will get a recorded copy of the lesson itself at the end of the lesson. So you could just download the video and rewatch it as many times as you'd like. So you could always retain the information that I'm giving you within these lessons. So it's all very professionally done. It's not, garbage quality. It's very good quality. I really wanted this thing to be really good. And as I was saying earlier, I'm just a quality snob and I want this stuff to really be good. So I really stand behind the quality of these lessons, and there's no freezing up, there's no glitching up. And I realize that with a lot of the online stuff, there can definitely be hesitation to, be a part of that, right? Because you just don't really know how it's going to go. But it's always the same thing with my students. Normally what happens is they sign up for that first lesson to see how it goes. And then they're so blown away with it that they end up doing 2 lessons a month, so every other week. So that's normally what it is. But for some more information on this, send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com. And by the way, folks, these online consultations can be whatever that you want them to be. If you want it to be about the music business, if you want it to be a guitar lesson, whatever it is that you want this one-on-one online consultation to be, we can turn this thing into. So again, just send me some more information at jkm4231@gmail.com. These lessons and these consultations are all about you. Of course, I'm going to impart and give you my thinking and the way that I'm approaching this stuff, but it really is all about what you are struggling with as a musician and as a guitar player. And we can turn these consultations into whatever the hell you want it to be. It doesn't matter. It's all about you guys. So again, send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship up to the next level. Now, thank you for that. I've also got several other links linked down below in ways that you can support this channel. If you'd like to throw a super chat on today's live stream, if you'd like to throw some Venmo tips as well. Thank you all for the love on the Venmo tips and the PayPal tips in today's live stream. It really, really means the world to me. Again, these live streams are a donation of time, so I like to just throw that out there to everybody because it really is a donation of time. So any and all support is really appreciated. Thank you. Let's see. Donald says here, if you are looking for great weekend beer gig amp, look into the JX Yamaha amps. Interesting. Weekend beer gig, man. JX Yamaha amps. Interesting. I'm not familiar with those. Oh, man. A lot of talking. Almost an hour, 15 minutes here, folks, on today's live stream. Man, these live streams always fly by, man. It's always crazy. But got to keep hydrated for sure. But, yeah, again, folks, if you have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer them. Since we have been talking about the 335 so much, I may as well just go ahead and grab it and just talk a little bit about it and just share it with you guys. So I'll be right back. Hold on. So here it is, folks. It's a 61 ES335, completely 100% original, no Bigsby holes, no anything, no brakes, PAF pickups, all original factory stop tail, just absolutely beautiful. Love the smell of this guitar. It's at grandma's house. But yeah, so here it is, folks, 61 ES335, holy grail instrument. Just absolutely clean and just beautiful. Original finish, beautiful cherry finish, PAF pickups, and it really sustains well past the 15th fret. some of these 335s, a lot of the vintage ones, and even reissues, it doesn't matter, just this model in general. Past the 15th fret here, the notes really choke out and really cut out. But this guitar, it just rings for days, man. It just rings for days. So it's really cool. This is a 61 ES335 again, folks. Absolutely mint. Just beautiful example of this guitar. Completely 100% original. And man, it just sounds incredible. These PAF pickups are just stunning. They just sound amazing. Um, it's just a really, really great example of this instrument. Dot neck, no breaks, no anything. And I'll show you the back of it here. Has a little bit on the back, but not very much. Check it out. Very little wear on the back of that neck too. The neck is very clean. It's very clean. And just really feels good to the touch. Some of these vintage guitars, the necks are just so worn down that it really affects the playability of it. But this neck is really nice. This is just a really, really great example of this instrument, and very lucky to have this thing for sure. So here it is, folks, 61 ES335 with the original PAF pickups, 100% original. And it's just to die for, man. I'll keep this thing forever and keep it for life. So there you have it, folks. 61 ES335. Okay, let's see here. Man, we've had a good turnout in today's live stream. This has just been wonderful. Thank you all so much. Let's see. Revelry 1969. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. There it is. Does it have an A serial number? No, it doesn't. Doesn't have the A in the orange label there. Let's see. Browns fan here says your 335 is gorgeous. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a really stunning example, just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm so happy with it. It's a nice weight. It's not too heavy, and not heavy at all, really. And PAF pickups just sound incredible. I mean, that with that Marshall 50-watt bass spec is just awesome. And I absolutely love it. It's just to die for. So, original frets, no. So it has been refretted, but that's the thing. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, it needed it, those original frets, but were just worn down. But, the fret work, the fret job is just incredible, man. I mean, it's just amazing. Like, they did such a good job. And it was just over at Carter Vintage. That's where I got this instrument. And they did the frets. And, I mean, you take a look at the binding. I mean, there's no cuts into the binding around the fretboard at all. It's just perfect, man. They really, really did a nice job. Really, really clean, and the frets just feel so good. I mean, it's just one of those things, with vintage guitars. I mean, you have to get them refretted. I mean, if you're gonna be playing it, it's just wear and tear on the instrument. The original frets, to keep the original frets. It's just not. It's not good. You want to be able to play it and enjoy it. So. To get it refretted is definitely worthwhile. But let's see. Yeah, frets needed on those old guys. It's good. Yeah, totally. Yeah, must have for sure. Got to have some meat on the frets. I'm not a big jumbo fret guy. I don't like those. But I like to get the frets as close as I can to the original size that would be on there. These frets just feel excellent, man. They just feel really, really good. So, really happy with that guitar, man. And that is, again, something that I'll keep forever. And so I'm really happy with that. Now I'm looking for a vintage telly. That's what I would love to get. I would love to find a great vintage telly, so that I would have great 335, great vintage telly. I already have the 64 Strat, and I have the 60 TV Yellow Special, and then I have 64 Firebird 5. So I think if I had a great vintage Telecaster, I mean, that's pretty much everything that I would need, you know. I have the P90s covered, I have the 335, I have the Strat covered, the Firebird 5 as well. I mean, that's a very unique sound. And I just like that guitar. I mean, I like how much top end there is off of those pickups. It's very bright, but I really like the way that that guitar sounds too. It tracks really well and just like, it just sounds killer. So, um, just a vintage Telecaster is really all I need. So, let's see. I have been after my dear friend's 330 for years. You are blessed, sir. Thanks so much. Yeah, that's cool. 330s are cool. Yeah, different, but yeah, they're cool. Let's see. Old 335s seem way lighter than 1960s mid and later. Yeah, yeah. To me the 335 changed so much after 65. Like it's just not the same instrument. And to me, like a true 335 has the wide nut. It has the factory stop tail. I don't really like Bigsby's, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of those. To me, factory stop tail is the way to go. PAF pickups, wide nut, that's just a 335 to me. I mean, that's just what it is. When they go down to the thinner nut, it's just not the same instrument. It's just not the same. So, um, really, to me, the 335 is just, it's pre 65. That's what you want. It's that, those are the 335s. Let's see, that blade neck is amazing too. Yeah, it feels good. This one here is not like super thin. It's like a little bit thicker, but it is like that 60s profile where it is thinner in general. But I love it, man. It feels great. It really feels good to play. Let's see, his 330 is a 59. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, those are awesome, man. They're just really special instruments. It's 335 you can just do anything with. You can just do anything with them. I mean, they're so versatile. No matter what style of music you're trying to play, you can just do it, man. I mean, blues, country, rock, whatever. I mean, it really doesn't matter. So, really cool guitar there. So, really fortunate to have that one. But, folks, once again, if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I've been going here for about an hour and 22 minutes here, so may go for just a little bit longer, depending on how many more questions there are. But once again, folks, if you feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support this channel, feel free to throw a little super chat, throw a little love in the Venmo or PayPal tip jar, and check out all my links linked down below in the description box for one-on-one online consultations. And you're actually seeing and hearing the exact setup that I use for these one-on-one online consultations. It's all very professional. It looks and it sounds very good. And what's so cool with these lessons is that you actually get a recorded copy of the lesson itself. So you could always go back and rewatch it. You can download it. You can really retain the information, obviously, in what I'm giving you because it's all recorded. So it's really cool. So send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to get you some more information on this and get you down in the books. So send me an email today, check that stuff out, and check out all the other links linked down below in the description box. I'm a Sweetwater affiliate partner. I have music available for sale today at bandcamp.com. Check that stuff out. There's a lot of different ways that you can support this channel, and it's all linked down below in the description box there. So we have here a Browns fan here. Thanks for sharing with us. Yeah, of course, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's really what it's all about. This channel is all about the music. It's all about the art. It's all about, sharing my love for vintage guitars and these guitar tones and these sounds. I'm just really passionate about it. And, I really stand behind the stuff that I put out there. I think the music is excellent. I think the tones are excellent. Some of the best on YouTube, honestly, just being totally honest. I absolutely love the way that this stuff sounds. I mean, I listen back to it and I'm just like, man, it sounds so good. And, I'm just a quality snob. I really care about the quality and about what I'm putting out there. And, this is all about the music. I had talked about this a little bit ago in today's live stream, but I'm not going to get into all of that like drama and all of the like reaction videos and a lot of this other stuff that you see on here on YouTube. This channel is all about positivity, and it's all about, the music and the art, and just sharing my love for vintage guitars and sharing my music and my art with everybody from all over the world. So that's what it's all about with doing this. I make these videos, and it's just to share my art and my love and my passion for the instrument and for music. So that's really why I do this. That's why I'm into this. So I'm not going to go into like controversial topics and stuff like this. Like, I'm just not going to do any of that stuff. I don't care about the views and all this stuff that, a lot of these guys go for. Like, it's all about the art. It's about the music. So, and I just want it to be as authentic as I possibly can. And, I just want to share my music. And, it's just been amazing, the response that I've gotten to this, And I think it's really cool, too, because it really says a lot about my music and what I'm putting out there. The people are subscribing. They're enjoying what it is that I do because of my music, and my knowledge, of course, right? And they're actual fans, I'm not just another face in the crowd, I'm a very unique player and unique musician, right? And it's like, I really want it to be about the music so that they're actually fans. So the people out there are actual fans of my music and not just a subscriber because of some dramatic title or some kind of controversial thing. Like, I want it to be all about the music. So let's see here. Donald says here, you need a vintage ES 175. Man, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, man. Sorry, I just got a notification here on my phone. I don't know if I really need one of those, man, to be honest. I have the 335. It does everything. I don't think I would need one, man, to be totally honest. I really don't want to have a lot of different instruments. I just want to have a very small collection of instruments that are just tip-top shape, that really play really well, that I know really well as a player, and I can just go to for certain sounds and certain tones. So, that's really what my approach is with this stuff. So right now I have, let's see, 5 main electrics, but I have like a Dan Electro baritone, and then I have a Dan Electro 12 string, so 7, and then I have a J45 acoustic, so 8 instruments in total. And I do have a mandolin as well, but that's not a guitar, obviously, so there's that there. But pretty small collection, but really solid. I'm really happy with the stuff that I've got, man. It's just awesome. Oh, man. Let's see here. LP Single Cut Junior. No, I don't have any. I don't have one of those anymore. I used to have a 56 Les Paul Jr., but sold it. I just don't have a need for it because I have the 60 TV Yellow Special. So I have 2 P90s in that guitar, and those P90s just sound incredible. They are incredible sounding. I get comments all the time from people that that's their favorite guitar. They just love it. So, it really does sound good. I mean, under a mic, it just sounds incredible. So, really, really happy with that guitar. But for that P90 thing, yeah, I've got that covered. So, of course, it would be cool, to just have in the collection. But I just have that tone covered, and that guitar plays so well. It's set up perfectly. It just, I know that guitar so well at this point that there's really no point to have another P90 instrument. Let's see. Yes, Yellow Special is great for that. Yeah, totally. So, but yeah, folks, we still have a pretty good crowd here. If you guys have any other last questions for me, feel free to drop it there in the chat box. I've been going here for about an hour and a half now at this point, so I've been going for a good while now. I don't know how much longer I really want to keep going, but if there are some other questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But once again, folks, if you feel like you got something out of today's live stream and you guys would like to support this channel, Check out all the links linked down below in the description box. There's several ways you can support this channel. You could throw a super chat here in today's live stream. You could throw a Venmo tip or a PayPal tip. I offer one-on-one online lessons. I'm teaching people from all over the world on how to play guitar, or consulting them about the music business or about songwriting or about whatever it is that they want to do. And these lessons are all about you. It's all about what you want to get out of it. And so send me an email at jkm4231@gmail.com. This is the exact setup that I use for these lessons. It's all shot on a 4K definition camera, pro video and pro audio, and it's really, really good quality. Honestly, it really is amazing. And I'm really a quality snob. I really wanted this thing to be really good, and I really wanted to put out a good product for everybody so that they can really, enjoy these lessons and really get something out of it. And so hit me up today at jkm4231@gmail.com. Take your guitar playing, your musicianship to the next level. Thanks so much, and check out my other links linked down below in the description box as well. Let's see, Reverie says here, good stuff, JKM. Hope to start up lessons again in the winter. Rock on. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Definitely. Love to have you back, for sure, man. Definitely. Just send me an email. But yeah, folks, I think that's all for today. It looks like that's all the questions we have here, and I've been going for an hour and a half, and it's a lot of talking, for sure. I'm not complaining, but it's definitely a lot of talking. Always really look forward to doing these. So thank you guys so much for all the support. It really means a lot to me. And stay tuned. Next week, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be going live once again here on YouTube. So stay tuned for that, and come on back and join us. Join the family. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that damn subscribe button. Come on in and join the family. This is a really beautiful community of amazing people. And so come on in and join the family. And, check out the all the links that I have linked down below in the description box. There's a lot of different ways you can support this channel. And with that, that is all for today. Looks like we have one more here from Richard. Hey Richard, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. I wouldn't be able to put that guitar down if I had it. I would make the shortest live stream video so I could play that thing. That's awesome. Yeah, man, it's cool. That 335 is just magical. It's incredible, and I'm so thankful to have it. But I'd like to share my appreciation and my support for everybody out there that supports me. It's all because of my fans as to why I'm able to do this stuff. And I really do appreciate everybody's support, and you guys supporting my art and my music. Without your support, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff. So I'm forever thankful for that, and I love making these live streams and really hanging out with you guys and getting to know you guys better. So, but yeah, I really appreciate it, Richard. Thanks so much for being here in today's live stream. But that is all for today, folks. I really appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time. Come on and join us next Sunday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody.